My name is Julian CASHMEOUT Say. I'm author of Never Bite the Hand That Feeds You, and I'm on Jerry Royce Live.
Hello, and thank you for stopping by. I'm your host, Jerry Royce, and welcome to Positive Power 21 Network, where you get your positive on. This is a worldwide podcast for growth, wealth, and success. Thank you.
Positive Power 21.org, Internet Radio.
Are you aware of the many ways that you can heal your body naturally using alternative methods? My name is Valerie Moore, and I'm the author of My Healing Therapies. My Healing Therapies is a book that unveils 7 ways to naturally heal your body, restore your mind, and revive your spirit. Visit my website at www.purpleroseholistichealth.com or reach me by phone at 443-451-2689.
Hey, have you ever heard of vaginas talk? Have you ever had a conversation with your vagina? If you haven't, you're missing out on one hell of a conversation. This is Purple Barbie, the author of This Is Your Vagina, The Vagina is Where the Heart Is. Join me on a quick adventure as one woman reclaims her life by releasing her past and reestablishing her future, all with the help of the one who knows her the best. You can call her V.
Are you looking to vacation soon? Let Roberts Travel Services help you reach your travel needs. We specialize in group travel, honeymoon, girlfriend getaways, mission trips, and more. You can reach us at 404-939-6638. You can email us at robertstravelservices@gmail.com and on the web at www.robertstourismservices.com and look us up on Facebook at Roberts Travel Services.
What's stopping you from making more, having more, and being more? Hi, I'm Helen McMillan. I'm a success coach. I can help you shift into your $1 million zone of joyful success. Be your most magnetic, confident, and powerful self. The first step is to get my free ebook, 7 Simple Ways to Shift into Your $1 Million Zone. Go to www.yourmilliondollarzone.com and download it now.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us, and welcome to Positive Power 21.org. I am the voice of Jerry Royce Live, and when it's all positive, it's all power. That's Positive Power. And thank you, everybody. Thank you, Facebook, for supporting Taking It Back, written by Zenobia Sampson. She had a tremendous turnout, and she's looking for a second touring show coming in Baltimore, and we'll let you know more about that as soon as she gives us the information. And also, we'd like to say we got a new show coming called He Says, She Says, coming on August 15th. You guys heard a couple of the broadcasts a couple months ago. We had one that we just released last week. Co-host is going to be Purple Barbie and Ramon Marquise. Marquise from the Miami, Florida area. He just released a new book also. And Purple Barbie has a book out there floating around called My Vagina. You just heard her sponsorship on Book Buzz, so check her out. And we'll be releasing it, like I said, He Said, She Said, coming August 15th. All right, it's an adult programming about relationships and sex. All right. Let's get our next guy here up here. And right here is so popular, you have to go to a promoter to get him on the show. All right, he called himself Cash Me Out. He has a book out called Never Bite the Hand That Feeds Me. He's from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and he's not a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, so that's a good thing. He's a Jets fan, so we accept him into our house. All right, Cash Me Out, how you doing tonight, man?
I'm great, man. I'm good. Blessed.
Good. All right, man. It's good to have you on here, man. So you're a popular guy out there, man. So we got to go through a promoter to get you, man. How you feel about all that, man? All that publicity like that.
I mean, tell you the truth, I don't really know how I don't know. I can't really say it's big because I don't know. nobody's really. Somebody finally came to me yesterday and told me that I did really good. You know what I'm saying? I don't really pay attention to stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're a humble guy.
Yeah, I'm just trying to just tell good stories. You know what I'm
saying? Yeah.
So,
hey, you came right out of the gates pretty strong, man. Pretty powerful. Tell us who your publisher is.
My publisher, is Black Diamond Publications. You know what I mean? It's owned by Fanita Moon Pendleton, Rashid Carter, and what's his name? So I don't know. I'm kind of nervous. I told you I'm bad with names.
No, you good, man. So where are they based at?
Oh, I'm sorry, David Weaver. I'm sorry, yo. But hey, I mean, everybody's mixed up. Everybody's all over the place. And I know as far as my boss, Fanita, she's in Virginia somewhere. So
okay. Oh, that's the person you deal with.
Yeah,
right,
that's what I do it.
All right, good for y'all. So it's good to see, the black people putting out the publishing companies, man. So, keep the money, in our families. That's the way to go now. Of course, we're giving a lot of the money away to Amazon, but hey, it's what it is until somebody else step up. And it's a game in town. But we do good. I mean, they got a good web program. It's,
right.
It's easy, it's friendly, don't make no mistakes, and that's what you want,
Mm-hmm.
All right, man. So you guys now, are you pushing paperback or just Kindle versions, ebook?
Well, I mean, they got on Amazon they sell paperbacks for $8-9 or something like that, and I got, of course, I sell my own paperbacks, and I got people selling paperbacks. So I'm just now like getting out. Because mind you, I'm not going to say this was all unexpected because I was telling people that this was going to happen before it even happened. Because mind you, I studied my craft before I came into it. So that's like if you got a little bit of intelligence or something that's, to me, writing's really all that not that hard. So if I say, okay, well, this is my competition, I say, well, when. If this is my if this is what they've been used to, well, I'm about to give them something different. Everybody loves diversity and, coming with something new and fresh and live and energetic. You know what I'm saying? People want that, and they want that emotion. So that's just what I came in with. You know what I mean? So that's what it is.
That's right. Good for you, man. So you got 187 pages of what's that? The electronic version. And your paperback version, okay, and that's good, man. You out there, people get a chance to meet you. Now, can people find you somewhere, sitting in a bookstore, or Starbucks somewhere where they can meet you and get a copy of your book, or it's all planned events?
Mostly it's all planned. I mean, I didn't really get even to start planning yet. I mean, my publisher company and promoters, everybody's real busy right now, so. I've been in it like a month. My book only been out like a month and maybe a few days. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I mean, I don't know really. This is my first novel. I don't know where I'm supposed to be right now as far as book signings and stuff like that. Maybe I need to hire somebody that's supposed to take care of that for me right now. But I mean, I would love to do it. I mean, actually, there are people who invited me to certain cities, so I'm just waiting on the dates for those. And I know I'm gonna have one in Detroit and in Chicago. And in Virginia, and I think down Atlanta, and down Florida somewhere. So I do definitely have 5 lined up. I don't know the exact cities, but I do have some book signings lined up. But yeah, I mean, if find me in a coffee shop, no. I don't even drink coffee, but yeah, I don't do coffee. But I don't know. I mean, I'm about to. Being that everything is happening the way it's happening, and this is what writing, storytelling real storytelling is what I always wanted to do. So I think it's time for me to switch up a little bit, you know what I mean? Like, kind of be an author instead of just, being somebody who writes, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right. Now, your promoter is Indie Love. I guess she's the one that's going to be responsible for setting all your dates. She's the one that arranged this interview on Jerry Royce Live. So she know you're a good storyteller. She know you'll be a great guest. So I know she got some cities lined up for you, man, to get those books pushing. Now, CASHMEOUT, I've been seeing your name out there on Facebook where people say, "Oh, you got to get this book." You Google you everywhere, man. People love that whole brand, CASHMEOUT. And what exactly does CASHMEOUT means to those of us who don't know?
CASHMEOUT. Well, I mean, the name was given to me by a friend. The person, his name is in my what you call that, acknowledgments, the thing in the beginning of the book.
Mm-hmm.
His name is in there. His name is Shell. So he get. I'm sorry. What you say?
I said, yeah, you said he's in your acknowledgement?
Yeah, he's in my acknowledgments, right? So his name is CL. So he had gave me that nickname a long time ago because every time he would come to me, he would, like, not necessarily, like, ask me for something, but I'm just saying he would, like, need something. He'll always ask me, yo, cash me out. So he just started nicknaming me that. He'll just call me that. So that's where the name came from, you know what I mean? But as far as, how should I say, mixing it with my writing, it's just a nickname. It's just a name, you know what I mean? That's just my name. But as far as my writing goes, and I don't know. The name doesn't have anything to do with my writing, though. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, everybody got to have a brand, and people remember that. And it seems like the young ladies out there, they are. And we're gonna read some of your reviews in a little bit, but we're gonna talk a little bit more about you, man. Now, what kind of student were you, man, in school? You know, good student. I mean, what was your favorite subjects? You know, teachers who you admired. Are you an avid reader? Hit us up,
man, this was crazy. Okay, all right. Well, I don't know. I guess I could only be real. I don't know. But anyway, it's the only person I know how to be. Anyway, so in school, growing up, let me see. I failed from third grade all the way up to 8th grade. And I never went to high school. I got my GED though. But anyway, I was bad. I went to alternative schools, but the crazy thing of it is, like, as bad as I was, I got all F's all the time in every grade. It didn't matter. Mm-hmm. And I was always in the smart classes, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, they couldn't put me in the dumb classes because, you know. But that's the only thing that I loved about being in school is because I could be as bad as I want, but they had to keep me with the good kids. And you know, I just terrorized them. But, you know, I was a bad student. I'm gonna be real. But for some reason, but I loved English. I always loved English. You know what I mean? And
right, that was your favorite class.
Yeah, man. I mean, Scrabble was my favorite game. You know what I'm saying? And I just love words. You know what I mean? So that's the only reason I went to school was just for English. I love the method of, like, writing and, you know, real writing. I mean, I swear it's so crazy because when I set my I'm not talking too much, am I?
No, man, you good, man.
All right, because I don't want to go off the subject, but we just talk about this stuff, and I just like talking about it. But anyway, when I had sent my my manuscript to my publisher, she sent it to the editor, and mind you, I had never been to an editor before, and but you know, I read a book on proper grammar and stuff like that, you know, punctuation and stuff, and you know, I learned from it, and I said, man, I think I got this, like, almost perfected, and. I mean, and it was crazy because when I sent the book to the, when she sent the book to the editor, the only feedback she wanted back, I mean, the only thing that was changes was I had left some spacing, it was supposed to be double spaced, and the word 10 should have been written out instead of, like, the number 10. You know what I mean?
Right. And
I was like, that's it? Okay, so it all paid off. You know what I mean? Yeah, it all paid off. You know, so yeah, that was. I mean, when she told me that, she was like, because you know, when I got the feedback from it, she's like, the changes that she wanted made, like, are really, really, really short. I never, you know, I was like, wow, that, like, made me feel really good because I really put that book together for that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't just want a good story. I wanted to give them. When it got, you know, to the right hands, I wanted to be like, you know, as perfect as because I'm really a perfectionist. So I wanted to be as perfect as I could. You know what I mean? Good.
It's good to be a perfectionist. So okay. So up to 8th grade, you weren't that great of a student except for English. So after that, so when you went to high school, so you didn't do high school? You just decided?
No, I never went to high school. Again, I'm gonna be real with everybody. I got some trouble. Like, I was selling drugs when I was a teenager. So I had got in trouble, and I ended up going to juvenile. I wouldn't even call it juvenile jail. For almost 3 years, and I came home like a week before my 18th birthday, and I just went straight back to the streets from there. I didn't get my GED until 1999, I got my GED.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Good. So then after that, you're back out on the streets. You're 18 years old. You're back in trouble again. You're back to what you were doing.
I wouldn't say I was in trouble. I was, I was in the streets. I wasn't in trouble, but I ended up, getting in trouble. But I just went back to the streets, for about a good. I mean, if you really want to know my story, I can tell you, but I can, sum it up fast. But I was in the streets. Let's say I came home from that juvenile bid in 91. Mm-hmm. And from 91, from the end of 91 into 96, I was in the streets, and I was everywhere, all types of cities, up and down the East Coast, selling this, selling that, doing what I was doing, and, I don't know, that's what I was doing, though.
So you didn't stay in one city when you was working? When you just hit a couple different cities, just traveling?
That's how we did it. Like, I mean, back then, that's how we did it, just so we would stay, like, I wouldn't say low key, but we would just hit a city and make some money and then keep it moving to the next city, because we had people in every city. You know what I'm saying? People that we could that'll get us established in every city. So it ain't no such thing as going there and having to establish something. No, it's already established. We just sit. We get there, money be made, and then off to the races again. You know what I'm saying? So before the law gets on us. You know what I mean? So that was like. I'm sorry.
They allowed you to travel. So being a juvenile, being charged as a juvenile didn't affect you to travel then, so you had no problem. You didn't
I didn't. Yeah, I turned. Once you turn 18 in juvenile, they come. Well, I guess it depends on what state you're in. But my state, once you turn 18, you're done with that. You're an adult now. Okay. So I wasn't on no probation or anything like that. I just ran the streets. That's all I ever did was just run the streets. I mean, it's there in my bio in my book. It tells people exactly who I am and why I write what I write, because I live it and I lived it. So
that's right. Now, so now you're running the streets with, you're going city to city, you're moving product, making money. When did you stop and say, when did it happen that, you got epiphany or something and said, I'm a writer? And now it's like 2013, 2014. What happened? I mean, I know it's a long time we dodging, but you were seeing a whole lot of life.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, I mean, I'd rather fast forward to that, because to tell you the truth, up until now, I feel as though my life has been wasted. You know what I mean? And because I know that this is a gift from God, and, like, everything is, like, falling into place, like, right now that, it was already written, and he told me how it was going to happen and what was going to happen and everything is happening like he said it would happen. But, I'm sorry, what was your question again?
So what happened? You had a dream?
No, it wasn't no dream. No, it wasn't no dream, man. It wasn't no dream. I mean, I didn't mean to get all into my religious thing. I'm just saying.
No, it's cool, because I know what happens with some people. They do have an epiphany, and they just wake up and say, I don't want to do this stuff no more, and they can just walk away. But then a lot of people always say, you just can't walk away from the streets like that. Won't let you.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, it's definitely not easy. It's definitely not easy. Like, anybody who's really in the streets like that would tell you, unless there's something that, like, as far as because it's all about money with everything and everybody. It's all about money. You know what I'm saying? So especially in the streets, it's all about money. It's what it's all about. Getting high and getting money. That's it. So if you pick one, and there you have it. Until you find something that can legally can match that or greater, then you're just going to keep on chasing this fast money that's going to, I'll say 98 point whatever criminals go to jail. So you got that, let's say 2% that never got caught, never been to jail. I mean, there are some, and I know some. You know what I'm saying? Been doing this for a long time, never been to jail. But the rest of us, we in and out of this thing, and it's crazy because you could go to jail like 5 times. You keep seeing the same people, and you see them on the street, you see them in jail, you see them on the street, you see them in jail. He's like, wow, what is in that jail that keeps bringing these people back? I don't know, personally. I haven't figured it out yet. I'm still trying to, I don't know if it's the water or what it is, but something keeps bringing people back to jail. And I don't know what it is.
Must be the meals. You get 3 meals a day.
Yeah, no bills. Three meals, no bills. That's what they say.
And medical, right? You get medical. You get free medical, right? Dental, everything. Your head. and you got your homeboys to hang out with. You got books to read. You got religion right there. It's like, why not? Why not? You know, right now it's like it's too crazy to be out here, right?
Yeah, but I can think of a whole bunch of things that's missing out of that church too.
Yeah, like no women, right? No
right,
women.
yeah.
That's the main thing.
Right, that's the main thing.
That's right. But anyway, so man, so you straight you back, you get epiphany. So when did it happen that you decided that you want to write, you want to be a writer, you want to get published? Now I heard some stories about some people who got discovered on the inside. They were writing their manuscript on a little paper and pencil, submitted it, got picked up. What was your story? How you get discovered?
Actually, my publisher came to me. She came to me. And at first, I felt kind of special because I was like, wow, this person comes to me, and then I think the same message on somebody else's wall. I was like, oh, whatever. But she came to me, and at the time I was shopping for a deal because I had cleaned my novel up really good. Like I was ready to shop it now. I was like, all right, I broke it down. I went on vacation for a few days and went through the whole novel and just made it as perfect as I missed some things I can't believe that I did, and it really made me mad I did. But I thought that I did it right, and I sent it off. So I was shopping at the time, and it's crazy. I come right back, and then she's on my, she hits me on Facebook, and I talked to somebody else that I knew her, and that person said if she would sign with anybody, it would either be herself or my publisher. Mm-hmm. So I just chose, my publisher. I talked to her, whatever, and we talked, and, the rest is history.
That's right. So what happened, when did you start working on Never Bite the Hand That Feeds Me before you got published? I mean, what made you say, let me settle down, I got a story to tell? Who told you, did somebody put in your mind that you should be a writer, or you just woke up and said, I'm a writer?
Oh, well, it's crazy because Never Bite the Hand That Feeds Me was my 5th novel that I wrote. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I wrote that I started it back in 2008, and I finished it this year. But that's like the longest. That was like super. Like I write books in a month. I don't got no time to be writing no book. I'll sit down and just write. When I write a book, that's all I do is write that book. You know what I mean? I don't do nothing else but write that book. But Never Bite took me so long because it kept going into my hands and out of my hands because I'm in jail and out of jail. So, one minute I got it, then I go to jail, and I got to wait for somebody to mail it to me, then I have it in my possession, and then, all kind of things happen. But I finally sat down and said I'm going to finish it. 2012 is when I started writing, because I had it about, I'm going to say part 1 and 2, I had part 1 and 2 about 98% done. So I just needed to sit down and put it like a good ending to it. And I finished it up, you know what I mean? And there it is, you know what I'm saying? I brung it out, I shopped it, they loved it. Here we are. But I told everybody, like my family and everybody, I told people on Facebook before I even got signed, I said, man, when this book dropped, man, it's going to change everything. Because this is real storytelling. Like, I don't know what y'all was doing before this. That's why, like I told you when we first started, this interview, I studied this game before I came into it. I didn't just start writing. You know what I'm saying? I studied it. You know what I'm saying? I read. That's all I did was read. And it was like just reading blank pages. You know what I'm saying? So I was,
what happened? So what happened? This is when you were locked up. You were just reading everything that was like street lit.
Yes.
Urban fiction. Oh, okay.
Yes. I read every genre. I'm not going to say every genre, but I read everything. Everything from westerns to street lit to thrillers and all that, stuff. Dean Koontz, James Patterson, everybody from Charles Dickens, everybody. Like, I read everything. You know what I'm saying? But as far as my genre, like you were saying, yes, that is exactly what I did. I sat down and I just read as many books as I could get of my genre. I gave everybody the benefit of the doubt. Everybody. And out of I'm gonna just say, we're just gonna say 100. Out of 100, about 97 of them, were disappointing. So I say, maybe it's time for somebody to come in and, stir things up a little bit.
Wow, get out of here. Now, we're going to check out a couple of your reviews, man. Now, you got one person came out there, said, author on the rise. Can't believe Cash Me Out is a new author. And we hear something like that. and you know what you done. You were studying, so it was just like, you trying to get in the NFL, and you're going to just work out, run hills, mountains, throw trucks and stuff like that. So when you come out, you ready. So when you hear that, she can't believe your new author. Did that satisfy you? That you won? That's what you wanted them to say?
That's exactly what I wanted them to say. I mean, as I was saying, everything, even to I think I have 2-3 stars. I mean, all my reviews, I understand, and I understand every single one of them completely. I have no issues with none of my reviews. I know why I had 3 stars, and why I had 2-3 stars, and however many 5 stars. The 5 stars, I truly understand. The 3 stars, that wasn't my fault, y'all. I'm sorry. Because I really can't talk about it, but that wasn't my fault. But as far as the 4 stars, I appreciate it. At least I'm gonna get y'all on part 2. I'm gonna get y'all 5s in part 2 though. And part 2 is going. I'm telling you right now, Jerry Royce live right now. Y'all hear this? I'm telling you right now, part 2 is going to change the game. I'm telling you right now, it's going to change the game. Yes, it is. It's going to change the game.
See dude, I don't really read a full book all the way through. I just read a couple samples.
Yeah.
Now I gotta download your book, man, and finish it.
Yeah.
Man. How many pages we talking about, bro? Like 100 and something. Yeah, I can get through that in a day. Now, I'm reading what this girl is saying and listening to you at the same time. Like, oh man, I gotta read this book now. And then me. I know what books. I like reading business books. Because I'm trying to understand this game on the internet, just like how you studied this game. And this girl is saying she has so many emotions while she was reading this book. What was you doing to her, man? What was that?
Hey, man, listen, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I had those same emotions when I read that book. That book, I don't tell you the truth. I mean, that book was my Grown and Sexy book. I never wrote a Grown and Sexy book, so I wrote that Grown and Sexy book. Because everything after this, y'all, is all street, y'all. I'm telling you now. I mean, y'all, how you want to say it? Appreciate it while it's here. Because I get down gritty into the, the things that's really going on out here. You know what I'm saying? But my style is just, I can't wait till people really see like who I am as a writer. Like, it's different now because I'm trying to give y'all the me. I'm trying to show y'all, okay, I can do this right here, y'all. I can do this part. But now I'm gonna show you how I can do something else too. And tell you the truth, I have a feeling that I'm really not gonna stop with street lit because like to me, I don't know. I don't think nobody writes like me. I'm not trying to say I'm the best, but I don't see no competition in it to where it'll be like, all right, well, I'm gonna stay in this game because I got somebody with me that's helping me keep it alive and all that. You know what I'm saying? I got a team with me, you know what I'm saying, help me keep it alive. I'm not impressed. I'm really not impressed with it. I mean, that's why I like it, and I'm not really picking nobody out because it kind of looks like I'm throwing a shot at everybody that writes street lit, but it's not really that. It's just all I'm asking is that people take pride in their writing. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? Just take pride in your writing, man. Come on, And if you can't write, then don't write. Leave it alone. Like I don't know. To me, I think every writer should be a millionaire. I'm telling everybody right now, I'm gonna make millions off this. You know what I'm saying? I know I am. I'm going to make millions off this. So, and if you ain't a millionaire, I'm writing to make millions. I'm writing to be rich. I'm going to keep it real. And to, for the fans, I want people to enjoy real storytelling. I want those emotions. I get the same emotions about my writing. I cry when I read my books. I swear I do. I cry when I read certain parts of my books because that's, it's real emotional. That's what I do though. That's what I aim to do. I sit there and I do this. And when I get that type of feedback, like you was talking about on my, in the reviews and all that, like it's the feeling. I don't even know how to explain it because I wasn't even ready for this. You know what I mean?
I believe you.
I wasn't ready.
Now look, man, you got some people in there saying that they hooked. They were hooked the entire time. It was so much that you really didn't even notice until the end, and it leaves you waiting for more. They can't wait for part 2. Then you got one lady, man. You said reading this book, you would think you wouldn't think it was from a new author. She couldn't believe you was a new author, and a lot of them are saying this.
A lot of them are saying that same thing.
They said Cash Me Out did his thing, and the ending was explosives. Now, one of them saying that now the way it ended, she waiting for part 2 because it was that hot. It was that hot. Your characters, everybody. So, dude, this thing is so crazy. Man, you got to shop this around in Hollywood, bro.
I know, and you know what? Because I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm not gonna say myself. Somebody posted my sales on Facebook that I told about my sales. I don't appreciate. I'm not gonna say no names, but they posted how many book sales I did, and I didn't like that. But my book sales. I heard about my book sales, and my book sales were outstanding. I didn't know I did that good. I really didn't. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like they.
Outstanding too.
I didn't really know that I could do that good. Like, I didn't really, and I'm disappointed with. I really wanted to. I know I could have did way more. You know what I mean? But I came into this game really not understanding because I could have did more for myself. You know what I mean? Because I know my worth. I'm the only person that really knows my worth. You know what I mean? Right. So I could have promoted myself a lot better. But I'm one of those type of people that, because I cut hair. So, and I don't really do no promotion with that. I don't need no cards and none of that. My haircut speaks for itself. You know what I'm saying? So I make sure that when that person walks down the street, somebody's going to notice that haircut and point it out and like, yo, where'd you get that haircut from? And then that's how I got my clientele. You know what I mean? So I was more or less, I came in the game. I wanted my writing to speak for itself. And the crazy thing is doing it. It's doing it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, those good reviews and all that. That sells books. You know what I'm saying?
It does. Yeah. Because you didn't ask nobody to do it. Now, while you're in the barbershop, are you guys getting in conversation about street lit? I mean, do the guys know that you're a writer that comes to the barbershop?
Well, they do. I mean, like, a lot of people, I keep a lot of things under wraps because I'm just a private person. You know what I mean? So everybody's just now finding out that I do it. And then a lot of people can't believe it. And then, being that, I won't call it a big deal, but to me it was a big deal, and to everybody that understands the story, and loves the story is a big deal. So to me it's a big deal. So, and now that it's a big deal, I'm trying to get this across to the people that don't really, know me, to be an author. They just know me to be, me. But now I'm trying to give y'all, a different side of me, and a lot of people can't. It's hard for a lot of people to cross over into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right. Now, Cash, you think you ever would try another genre like horror? Because you're so good with the street lit part that you find an emotion. Horror captures a lot of emotion. You ever see yourself coming up with a real, you spinning people, man, on this one, man. It's like, dang, they thought what's the joint on cable running right now, the vampire flick. It's about to run.
You say on cable? I don't know. I don't really watch that, man.
I forgot the name of it. But anyway, people were so thrown when that thing was first released. It's like nobody had never done a vampire movie that was mixed up with so many different type of other horror stuff. It's like they didn't just have vampire. They not just the werewolves, but then they had fairies, and they even made up stuff. They pulled out of the stuff. They pulled out the Bible. So that's why I think, I don't know why I can't think of the name of that vampire flick. But anyway,
I know what you're talking about. I've seen it advertised everywhere.
Yeah. So you see yourself trying out horror, maybe?
Yeah, I'm gonna be real with you. And it's crazy that you said that because I'm like I'm gonna say, well, I haven't been doing it lately, but like last month, like it's like the whole month, I do books in my head before I write them. You know what I'm saying? I do them in my head, then I put them down on paper, and then I put them onto the laptop. So. So I've been trying to put this because I love scary movies. But listen, I'm the scariest person. I'm telling everybody right now. I don't care. I'm gonna admit it. It's true. If I'm in the house by myself, all the lights will be on, all the TVs, everything. I do not like the dark. I'm scared of. I do not do dark. But I want to watch the scariest movies just so I can be scared at night. I don't know why I'm like that. It's just some type of weird thing about me. But so. I was always in my youth, scary movies, as much as I love scary movies, I always used to think like, man, I know I could write like a crazy, horror but street book, but not street though. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean street, but if I could somehow, it don't have to be like street, but it could just I would have, let's say if I could write like a horror book that takes place in the gutters. You know what I mean?
Or how about like a serial killer? How about a serial killer?
Yeah, serial killer. Yeah. So like I said, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I remember the name of that show too, True Blood. That's what it's called, True Blood.
Oh, True Blood. Oh, all right.
Yeah, the vampire flick. Yeah, it's run on cable. But look, man, by you capturing the streets, like you could easily throw in a serial killer. You know, you could.
Yeah. All right, listen, I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say this. I'm glad you said that. This made me think of this. Now, let's just say you have a serial killer, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Because this is the difference between me and everybody else. This is the one thing that when I was doing all the studying, I vowed to do this because nobody does it. I don't know why. Now, let's say you have a serial killer. He run around killing people. I mean, there are some authors that can make that interesting, you know, and make just that interesting. My thing is, and if you will learn that by reading Never Bite the Hand That Feeds You, just by reading Never Bite the Hand That Feeds You, you will see the type of stuff I like to do. You can have, Never Bite the Hand That Feeds You is but the foundation of Never Bite, the moneymaker Never Bite is cocaine. Mm-hmm. Okay? But we're not even going to base nothing, no type of story around cocaine in that book. We're going to cocaine is just something that just makes us money. It just keeps us in nice clothes and fly cars, just so we don't got to look like bums in the book. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But we're going to put all these other crazy situations in there. Not just one, not just two, not just three. We're going to put a whole bunch in there, and we're going to make it all make sense at the end, but none of it is all going to come together. We don't have to bring all these situations together at the end and make it sound good. No, that's not how the world really works. You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep this. Yeah, the world doesn't work like that. You know, your life has, I could be dealing with you every day and, doing business with you and going to clubs with you but your ending is going to be nowhere close to mine. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, it's not. Right, it's not. So let's have everybody have their own little life. You know what I'm saying? And even if, let's say you do have some street characters, all of them ain't killers, all of them ain't thugs. You know what I'm saying? All of them ain't suckers. You know what I'm saying? You gotta because you got these guys. Everybody want to shoot them up, bang bang, be all tough and all that. That's not how the world is. That's not how this is. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Gotcha.
Yeah. So I it's just crazy, man. I try to really put more than just. The only reason I'm saying this is because like we were saying, let's say a serial killer. Let's say I would have a serial killer, and let's say the cop that's chasing him down, I would have him have this some. I don't know what I would make up. I would sit down and I would think about it, but he would have some type of something going on in that book that would attract the audience so good. Like I would just make it so good and so emotional that it would grasp them and they'll even forget about the serial killer. Serial killer, he's just like I was telling you, he's going to be the cocaine in the serial killer book. He's just going to be there. It's just something for the cop to do. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That was it. But I'm gonna just and then even let's say the serial killer even has a little story, and then whoever else has, that's in the story. I just like bringing more than one thing to a book, but not making it too much where you like, oh man, this is too much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just that origin. You just give a little substance to them. Okay.
Right. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's it.
The secret. That's your secret, man. Your formula. Your formula to success.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, man, but Cash Me Out, man, we're running out of time, but we really appreciate you being on the show, man. And before you go, any final thoughts to my audience, to any of your listeners that's coming into the program, because we're going to replay this all over, and hopefully we'll be able to get 1,000 replays out of this program, which I know we're going to get, because you get like that, man. So any final thoughts to any new writers, and your people who have come graciously to support you?
Yeah, first of all, I want to thank my family, BDP, Black Diamond Publications. I really want to thank y'all, my boss, Fanita Moon Pendleton, y'all. She's the best, man. I mean, she already knows. I can't thank her enough. I don't even know what to say. You know what I'm saying? It's unspeakable. But anyway, as far as I just want to see where y'all can hit me up. Y'all can hit me up on Facebook. My name is My name is author-cashmeout. Say, I'm cash me out, hit me up, inbox me, whatever, man. I got signed copies of my book, whatever. Part 2 coming early next month, so be on the lookout. And as far as it is something I always want, I do. I mean, I'm gonna say this before I say that. If anybody want any writing lessons, I'm not saying I'm him. I'm the teacher, but y'all can hit me up and we can talk about it. But I can show you how to do this and free of charge. You know what I'm saying? Until it starts getting overwhelming, I had to charge a little something. But anyway, to the new writers, if there are any new writers out there, y'all listening, be different. That's all I'm saying to y'all, man. Be different. Don't be like everybody else. It's a million books out here. They got enough of the same stuff, man. Time to bring some diversity into the game, man. You know what I mean? We can't be setting us back 400 years, 400 years, man. Come on, y'all. We ain't writing Bibles no more. This is a new age.
But
you know what I mean? Yeah.
It's not a lot of male writers out there. So most of the street lit that I've been reading or having on my show have been females.
Wow.
Who've been in the business before. A lot of them been in the business. Some of them not just making it up. They've been there too, just like you. So the ones who just making up a story because they didn't live the streets, those are the ones you feel like you'll have no problem being a consultant with on a project. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, most definitely. I mean, and that I really don't even like talking about that stuff because I'm real emotional about that. But I mean, everybody, it's a lot of things that we write. Let's not forget, we all write fiction. So this is, but it's, people do mix reality with fiction. But I mean, if you're gonna mix your reality with fiction, make sure it's reality because you can't. It just you're making everything sound fake. You can't be that fake. I mean, that's like people always come. And I know you say you run out of time, but I'm gonna just say this real quick. People come to me all the time and ask me about certain situations in that book and are they real? You know what I mean? And I tell them the truth. It's a lot of real situations in that book, and there's a lot of made up stuff in that book. You know what I'm saying? But I put it there. I know where to put it like this. I know where to put it at. Put it like that. You know what I'm saying? I know how to put it together. I know how to put it together. So there you is. But anyway, any new authors want to get at me, man, come and hit me up on Facebook, wherever, on Instagram. I forget my Instagram name. I'll get it back to y'all. But just hit me up on Facebook, man, and we can talk about it.
That's right. And hopefully, man, once the word get out that you're open to talk to people and do workshops, maybe you can get to the high schools, man, talk to young people about writing and how to perfect their craft and making sure English is a priority in their studies, because that's what you did. Of all the things that you didn't do, at least you made English your favorite, right?
That's right. You right.
All right, man. We appreciate you coming on here, man, and we wish you the best, man, and continue to do what you're doing. You got your new product now, man. It's up to you to rock it, brother. All right?
Yes, man. Yeah, thank you for having me. You, Jerry Royce, you really don't know how much this means to me. Like, I want to be talking about this all tomorrow, man. I can't believe it. Like, I'm really excited about this, though.
All right, good, man. So we're going to launch the show, man, so you have something to talk about tonight, bro. The show should be up sometime after midnight. All right, man?
All right. Yep.
All right, brother. It's Jerry Royce Live, PositivePower21.org. And don't forget, Cash Me Out will be on replay, so share on PositivePower21.org. We out. Thanks a lot. Right. Thanks, Cash. Be good, man.
Yep, you too.
All right, brother. Thank you for tuning in to the Positive Power 21 Network. Team 21 would like to thank you all for tuning in, and please spread the word and tell a friend. This is Jerry Royce at Positive Power 21, where we get our positive on.
Positive Power 21.org, Internet Radio.
All right, that's a wrap, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Positive Power 21.org, the greatest podcast on earth. Jerry Royce Live. Peace.